My husband's white moonlight has returned, and she believes she's still the apple of his eye. She tore up my dress, spilled my coffee, poisoned my makeup, claiming she was the real Mrs. Cross. After my husband found out, he snatched her script and endorsements and gave them to me, then had her admitted to a mental hospital. My apologies, you used to be the white moonlight, but now you're just dust on the ground. Ethan Cross, you've been secretly using my perfume again. On the double bed, the warm glow of the lamp filled the room, creating a romantic ambience. I pulled the man lying in my arms away. Ethan Cross looked up at me, pouting. Tomorrow you're off to a variety show, and I have to go film, so we won't see each other for a long time. If I spray your perfume on myself, I'll smell like you, as if you're always by my side. I rubbed my forehead helplessly. How could he be so clingy? Anyone who didn't know would think we were a passionately in love couple, but in reality, we've been married for 2 years. The faint scent of cherry blossoms lingered around my nose, ethereal as a dream, and Ethan Cross subtly flexed his muscular physique. Damn it, this beautiful man is killing me. Looking at Ethan Cross's captivatingly handsome face, I was about to lean down and kiss him when his phone suddenly rang. I saw the glaring contact name on the screen, Chloe Harper. A forgotten memory, unexpectedly resurfaced. Ethan Cross had a white moonlight, a childhood friend he had protected for over 10 years, named Chloe Harper. Even before I was with Ethan Cross, I knew their story. Ethan Cross was intensely obsessive. He loved Chloe Harper to the point of madness. He fought for her, skipped classes, even defied teachers, causing a stir throughout the school and nearly getting expelled. Everyone gossiped about them, but at the same time, they were envious. It was a pity their story ended when Chloe Harper left. From then on, Ethan Cross spiraled downwards, spending every day immersed in bars, becoming the rebellious teenager in everyone's eyes. I appeared at that time. Under the dim lights, I watched Ethan Cross, 3 years my junior, partying with some other wild teenagers. Red wine spilled from the corner of his mouth, trailing down his throat. Like a ripe cherry, I truly wanted to bite him. At first glance, I knew I was hooked. But how could this love story only involve me? I helped a drunken Ethan Cross home from the bar and told him that someone in this world would truly and passionately love him. Under my relentless pursuit, Ethan Cross became my boyfriend. I must say, my little brother was truly clingy. After we confirmed our relationship, Ethan Cross wished he could stick to me 24 hours a day. We dated for 5 years, and finally, under Ethan Cross's persistent pleas, we got married. I knew Chloe Harper was returning earlier than Ethan Cross did, but I didn't tell him. After all, we moved in the same circles. It was hard not to know. My agent was a workhorse in the industry, with sharp eyes always monitoring the trends in entertainment. She listed anyone who might compete for my resources or threaten my status as an enemy. And Chloe Harper was the one who could pose the biggest threat to my career development. Because she and I were developing in the same direction. One mountain cannot have 2 tigers. It's either me or her. Tomorrow, I'm scheduled to participate in a variety show with Chloe Harper. Ethan Cross rubbed his fringe against me like a puppy, his other hand preparing to hang up the phone. I reached out and took the phone. You said you didn't know her, but she keeps bothering you, and even said she would definitely help you restore your memories of being with her. She must have gotten my number from an old classmate. I'll block her. Ethan Cross's tone was aggrieved. Answer it, I said, brief and to the point. I wanted to hear what urgent business she had, calling someone else's husband late at night. Ethan Cross pleaded miserably, but under my powerful gaze, he had no choice but to answer. Brother Ethan, tomorrow I'll be on the variety show with my sister-in-law. Our relationship used to be so good. Do you think my sister-in-law might intentionally make things difficult for me because of the past? I'm new here and don't have any friends, so I'm really scared. Brother Ethan, can you give me some encouragement? Ethan Cross stared at my face, probably not hearing anything Chloe Harper said, continuously mouthing "hang up," and so nauseating. I pressed the phone to my ear and chuckled. If you're scared, you should see a therapist. What good will my husband do? Little sister wants encouragement, and your sister-in-law can give it to you. As long as you're well-behaved and don't cause trouble, no one will intentionally make things difficult for you. I thought little sister already understood this principle. There was silence on the other end of the line. Where's brother Ethan? Chloe Harper finally squeezed out. I smiled faintly. Him. I told him to control himself, but he wouldn't listen. He's exhausted and already asleep. Another bout of silence on the other end. I see. I understand. I'll call him again tomorrow. Sister, please don't misunderstand. I didn't mean to call brother Ethan. He's my only friend here. He probably hasn't told you about everything we went through, has he? You mustn't get angry. After all, brother Ethan and I had such a good relationship before. It wouldn't be good if it caused a misunderstanding for you. Please don't blame brother Ethan. Chloe Harper passive-aggressively insinuated that her relationship with Ethan Cross was abnormal, built on past affections, and that Ethan Cross had deceived me because of her. She truly was a seasoned, green tea manipulator, quite talented. Ethan Cross pouted, shaking his head frantically and silently mouthed, I didn't meet her. I smiled at the other end of the phone. Why would I be angry? Everyone has a few friends. Little sister is so concerned about my husband and my relationship. Why not worry about tomorrow's variety show instead? Well then, my husband is hugging me so tightly I can't breathe, so I'll hang up now. Without waiting for that green tea Chloe to speak, I hung up. Ethan Cross immediately took his phone back and blocked Chloe Harper, marking her call as harassment. Wifey, her mouth is like a field, talking nonsense. Ethan Cross hugged me. I reached out and ruffled his fringe. I believe you, I said. Ethan Cross huffed lightly, then found and blocked all his old classmates' contacts. These people probably gave Chloe Harper his contact information. I believed Ethan Cross not because I was blindly in love, but because Ethan Cross was an intensely obsessive person, and furthermore, he had long forgotten who Chloe Harper was. After Chloe Harper left, Ethan Cross suffered from severe bipolar disorder. To prevent him from harming himself, the doctor directly used hypnosis to store away his most painful memories. Those agonizing, depraved, and humiliating memories, I wasn't afraid even if he remembered them. I curled my lips and pushed Ethan Cross onto the bed. My little brother was truly formidable. Before dawn, I got up and left. No matter how much Ethan Cross pleaded, it was useless. Men are merely accessories for women with fame, fortune, and money. As soon as I got out of the car, I saw Chloe Harper, wearing an off-the-shoulder red dress just like mine. Even her hairstyle was coincidentally identical to mine. Huh, how uninteresting. Seeing me appear, the host couldn't help but take a deep breath. My career was at its peak. Anyone who dared to openly piggyback on my fame was practically seeking death. I'm so sorry, I didn't know you were wearing this outfit too. If I had known we'd be matching, I would have chosen a different black outfit. Actually, I look really good in black too, Chloe Harper said, walking up to me. I raised an eyebrow and glanced at her. This brat, well played. Then little sister should go change now. Your segment isn't for another half hour, so you'll make it, I said. Chloe Harper pursed her lips, her eyes red-rimmed. Sister, it's my fault for matching outfits with you, but I truly didn't do it on purpose. Sister, if you're uncomfortable, I'll go change. But I want to tell you something. Our variety show is being broadcast live. Chloe Harper cried, her voice choked. Her voice was soft enough for me to hear clearly, but the cameraman and the audience watching the live broadcast probably couldn't. The cameraman seemed to have been bought off, constantly pointing the camera in our direction. I glanced at the comments. Sure enough, some people were already speculating that I was being mean to Chloe Harper. Chloe Harper smirked at me, and I gave her a look of disdain, then stretched out my slender leg, pulled up the hem of my dress, and tore it just to my thigh. "Little sister, you're too green to play with me," I said. I left the naive Chloe Harper, and the comment section filled with Aza in my wake. Fans who had just been saying that Chloe Harper and I were at odds were now drooling over the screen, all praising my figure. This was a childish trick that I wouldn't even bother with. If I were to play, I'd find something more unique and novel. After that scene, Chloe Harper probably realized I wasn't easy to mess with and didn't continue to provoke me. After filming the show, I received a WeChat message from my mother-in-law asking me to come home for dinner. I was about to get into the nanny van when Chloe Harper walked over. "Madeline Baker, don't think you're so great just because you won one round today. We've only just begun. I, Chloe Harper, have returned to reclaim what rightfully belongs to me." Chloe Harper wore a confident, determined smile on her face. I was speechless. This little sister must have gone mad. "Oh." I closed the door of the nanny van and told the driver to go, leaving her in a cloud of exhaust. Childish. When I arrived at my husband's home, I truly understood what they meant by enemies meet on a narrow road. No, that's not right. It was like a persistent rash. Chloe Harper was sitting on the sofa, chatting and laughing intimately with my sister-in-law. I didn't see my mother-in-law anywhere. That green tea Chloe was so confident. It turned out she was waiting for me here. I walked to the shoe cabinet to get slippers and found Chloe Harper wearing them. I frowned slightly. Chloe Harper quickly stood up, fidgeting nervously. "I'm so sorry, sister. I didn't know you were coming home. I wore your slippers. You don't mind, do you?" "If I had known you were coming home, I wouldn't have come. If I made you unhappy because of a pair of slippers, I truly apologize." Chloe Harper spoke her manipulative words while subtly smirking. My sister-in-law rolled her eyes at me and pulled Chloe Harper's hand. "Sister Chloe, there are so many slippers in the cabinet. She can just change to another pair. Don't let her get used to it." I swear I didn't offend her. It's just that this sister-in-law of mine is truly rebellious. She resents me for being too strict with her and sees me as an enemy. Just then, my mother-in-law came downstairs. Chloe Harper quickly stood up, forcing a bright smile. If you looked closely, there were still a few tears in the corners of her eyes. She looked emotional, like she was reuniting with an old friend. Seeing her about to cling to her, my mother-in-law immediately walked straight to me. "Sweetie, you're back so soon. You didn't even tell me you were coming." My mother-in-law hugged me. My mouth twitched. Didn't she send me a WeChat message asking me to come back? I looked at Chloe Harper, who was standing next to my sister-in-law, and understood in a flash. It's getting cold. If my sister-in-law wants to be homeless, she can leave. My mother-in-law took out a new pair of slippers from the shoe cabinet for me. "Sweetie, those slippers have been worn for a long time. I've wanted to throw them away for ages. Come here, quickly put on the new slippers I bought for you," my mother-in-law said. Chloe Harper stood next to Ethan's sister, her face darkening. I put on the new slippers and looked up at Chloe Harper. Of course, I wouldn't get angry over a pair of slippers worn by someone else. It's just that the smell of green tea emanating from little sister is all-pervasive, and coincidentally, I get dizzy when I smell green tea, I said. Chloe Harper gritted her teeth, but she didn't get angry. Instead, she looked at my mother-in-law with an innocent expression. "Auntie, I know that my leaving before caused brother Ethan pain, but I went abroad to study and improve myself. Haven't I returned now? I know I missed a lot of time with brother Ethan. I've always thought of him these past few years. I came back because I want to make it up to him." Chloe Harper spoke with deep emotion. Ethan's sister next to her nodded like an idiot. "Mom, Sister Chloe and brother grew up together. She's gentle, caring, humble, and polite, much better than some cold and arrogant people. Sister Chloe is the most suitable person for brother. They had a misunderstanding before. As long as they resolve it, they can be together like before." Chloe Harper nodded continuously. "Ethan Cross used to like me so much. He was willing to do anything for me. Hearing from Lily that after I left, he underwent hypnosis to forget me, It broke my heart. Now that I've returned, are you really so heartless as to watch us, two people who love each other, reunite but cannot be together? Brother Ethan has forgotten the past, but you haven't forgotten. If one day Brother Ethan remembers and regrets, won't you suffer with him? Therefore, to prevent Brother Ethan from regretting, and you from having any regrets, you should help me pursue Brother Ethan again and help him restore his memories. Don't you want to see him happy and joyful, together with the girl he loved in his youth? I must say, Chloe Harper wasn't just skilled in green tea tactics. She was also a master of PUA. My mother-in-law, who had been full of hostility towards her just moments ago, hesitated in an instant. I was about to speak when my mother-in-law reached out and took my hand, gently reassuring me. My mother-in-law then shot a disdainful look directly at Chloe Harper. Are you blind or stupid? I don't care what you and Ethan Cross used to have. He's married now, and his wife is standing right in front of you. I've seen many people help others find love, but I've never seen anyone so eager to be a homewrecker. What's wrong? Are there no men in this world, so you're so desperate to steal someone else's husband? My mother-in-law directly cursed her. It was the first time I'd seen her curse someone. Not bad, she's got a tenth of my spirit. Chloe Harper's face turned pale, then green. She hadn't even gotten angry yet, but Ethan's sister already exploded. Mom, Sister Chloe just wants to treat brother better and make it up to him. My mother-in-law then stepped forward and slapped Ethan's sister. Shut up, if I don't speak. Do you think you're completely blameless? You are truly too foolish. Have you forgotten when your brother fought with thugs, locked himself in his room, and went crazy, harming himself all day? I just thought you were rebellious, but I didn't expect you to be so foolish. Both foolish and spoiled. If you like Chloe Harper so much, then get out with her. Ethan's sister was stunned, tears welling up in her eyes. Chloe Harper was about to say something when the door was pushed open again. It was Ethan Cross, who had returned. Ethan Cross should have been out filming at this time. Mom messaged saying she wasn't feeling well, so I immediately bought a plane ticket to come back, Ethan Cross explained. Everyone fell silent. We all glanced at Ethan's sister. It didn't take a genius to figure out. She had secretly stolen my mother-in-law's phone and tampered with it. Ethan's sister lowered her head, not daring to utter a sound. Chloe Harper joyfully ran towards Ethan Cross, calling out, "Brother Ethan." To show her gentleness, she deliberately softened her tone, making goosebumps erupt all over me. Ethan Cross's powerful body stiffened. Seeing her about to pounce on him, he reached out, flung her over his shoulder, and threw Chloe Harper to the floor. Wifey, who is she? She acts like she hasn't seen a man in centuries. Chloe Harper was thrown dizzy and struggled to get up from the floor, her wig askew on her forehead. Ethan Cross's body trembled, and he immediately grabbed his phone to call security. A madwoman has broken into my house, a monster whose hair falls off with one touch. Hurry, I'm about to be scared to death. Chloe Harper quickly grabbed her wig and tried to put it back on her head, but she was too anxious and couldn't clip it on. Angrily, she threw the wig to the ground. I immediately clutched my stomach and burst out laughing. Was she here to perform a circus act? Brother Ethan, it's me, Chloe. You're Chloe. How could you forget me? I came back from abroad for you. Do you know how heartbroken I am that you've forgotten me? Brother Ethan, when we were little, we played house together, and every time you wanted to be the groom. In junior high, some thugs from outside school blocked my way, and you broke your arm saving me, needing 3 months to recover. In high school, a bully forced me to be his girlfriend, and you skipped class to fight him. Have you forgotten all those things? Chloe Harper cried while trying to pounce on Ethan Cross. Ethan Cross, agitated, jumped up and punched her hard. Just hearing it, I know it wasn't anything good. You're not a good person either, Ethan Cross said, wiping his hand with a tissue after punching Chloe Harper. Chloe Harper's face was filled with disbelief, and she lunged at Ethan Cross again. I pulled Ethan Cross behind me and threw another punch at the other side of her face. My apologies, I have OCD. I said, clenching my fist. Chloe Harper was so angry she felt like spitting blood. I pointed towards the door. The neighborhood security guards were running over. Don't you dare get out of my house quickly. If security arrives, this will be big news, I added. Chloe Harper was furious, but still afraid her career would be affected. She could only grit her teeth and pick up her handbag. Wait, Ethan Cross suddenly spoke. Tears welled up in Chloe Harper's eyes. She looked like she was about to pounce on Ethan Cross again. Brother Ethan, have you remembered? Ethan Cross reached out and pointed at the wig lying on the ground. Quickly take that scary thing away. Chloe Harper burst into tears with a wah. Just then, security arrived. She sniffled and stomped her feet. Brother Ethan, I will definitely help you remember our past. With that, Chloe Harper ran off. Our 6 eyes watched Chloe Harper retreat, then all turned to Ethan's sister. Mom, brother, Ethan's sister trembled. Ethan Cross pursed his lips, grabbed her collar, dragged her, and threw her outside. You were just standing with that terrifying female ghost. You're dirty now. Go to a temple to cleanse yourself before you come back. Tears streamed down Ethan's sister's face. She pursed her lips and looked at me. Sister-in-law. I curled my lips into a cold smile. Calling me auntie won't help either. With that, I heartlessly closed the door. HMPH, she deserved it. Not innocent at all. Ethan's sister's foolish behavior brought us together for a rare gathering. My mother-in-law personally cooked us a pot of beef noodles. After eating, Ethan Cross and I left. We had urgent matters to attend to. Wifey, what if that crazy woman Chloe Harper really makes me remember the past? Ethan Cross asked me directly in the car on the way back. I raised an eyebrow. Don't you trust yourself? Ethan Cross pouted. I heard what Mom said. It was true. Anyone who could do such impulsive things for someone would be considered deeply affectionate. I lifted Ethan Cross's face, looking at him seriously. Wouldn't remembering be even better? It's a test of how much you truly love me. Ethan Cross angrily turned his head away, like an uncoaxable puppy. I quickly appeased him. Oh, I was wrong. My little brother is so good. How could I ever leave him? I won't let you remember those past memories. Ethan Cross huffed lightly, then leaned closer to me, lifting my chin to kiss me. He checked his phone for the nearest hotel. I knew this guy wasn't easy to coax at all. For the past half-year, I've been busy filming and rarely appeared in public, so my agent recently arranged mostly variety shows for my schedule. Next, I'll be participating in a season of a wilderness travel variety show. The location is a tropical island, and the requirement is for us to explore the entire island within 3 days. The production team arranged 10 guests. Currently, only 7 guests have arrived. The others are busy and will arrive a bit later. I knew Chloe Harper wouldn't be absent from this variety show. After all, she just returned to the country and needed exposure. But I didn't expect my sister-in-law to be here too. Ethan's sister pulled Chloe Harper towards me. For a wilderness variety show, everyone wore sportswear and sneakers, but Chloe Harper and Ethan's sister were quite stubborn, showing up in dresses and high heels. They looked beautiful, but it made people wonder if they had a screw loose. HMPH, everyone says you're so good. If you were really good, you should have taken me to film and brought me into the entertainment industry. Sister Chloe is still better. When I said I wanted to enter the entertainment industry, she immediately arranged everything for me. And you, all you do is disrupt my family's harmony and kick me out the door. Ethan's sister stood with her hands on her hips, walking up to me and saying. Ethan's sister had long expressed her desire to enter the entertainment industry, but Ethan Cross and I both disagreed. Not because she was young, or because we hoped she'd focus on her studies, but because her personality wasn't suited for this industry. We wanted to wait until she could control her temper before fulfilling her wish. I was too lazy to engage in pointless conversation with a foolish person. I turned around and walked towards some people I had previously filmed with. Being around idiots would affect my IQ. Because some people hadn't arrived yet, we decided to make a temporary travel plan. If latecomers had any suggestions, they could add them. The 10 people would be divided into 3 groups. Any extra people could choose which group they wanted to join. Everyone would split up to act, ensuring they explored the entire island within 3 days. Chloe Harper and Ethan's sister would definitely be in the same group. Seeing that everyone else was still discussing, they quickly ran to a popular male celebrity. After the celebrity accepted them into his group, the 2 of them looked at me smugly. The others also quickly chose actors with decent popularity. In the end, one third-tier actor was left whom no one wanted to be in a group with. He looked anxious and uneasy because of this. I walked over and asked him to join me. His name was Felix Lane. I had worked with him in a film before. Although he wasn't very famous yet, his acting skills were truly excellent. I dared to bet that if our film aired, he would definitely become famous. Our mission was in the east. After arriving, I took off my backpack and started pitching the tent. The production team didn't prepare food for us. We had to find our own way to eat. In reality, this show was disguised as a travel program, but it was almost no different from wilderness survival. The production team wanted ratings and program promotion. There was no way to cancel the contract, and actors who wanted to stay in the industry could only pretend to be stupid. Sister Madeline Baker, just leave these things to me. You're a girl, so rest well, Felix Lane said with a smile. I waved my hand. What's wrong with being a girl? Don't underestimate me. My uncle was in the military. Felix Lane chuckled, still wanting to pitch the tent by himself. If that was the case, I could only let him do it. Then you pitch the tent and I'll go look for food, I said. Felix Lane frowned. Okay, sister, be careful and don't go too far. If you can't find anything, come back. We'll look for it together when the other guests arrive. I nodded and left with a small knife. He didn't know that finding plants was just a small matter for me. My uncle was in the military, a Navy admiral. When I was little, my health wasn't good, and he watched me train every day. On the way, I bumped into Chloe Harper and Ethan's sister. It seemed they were also doing tasks in the east, just like me. Seeing me, their expressions turned sour. I was too lazy to care about their reactions. I was about to leave when Chloe Harper pulled me back. Oh dear, why are you looking for food all alone? Isn't Felix Lane with you? This tropical island is very dangerous, so you must be careful by yourself. If you're scared, we don't mind you coming with us. Chloe Harper started with her manipulative talk again, trying to sow discord between me and my teammate. Ethan's sister also huffed softly. That's right, even though your character is terrible, we are good people. We can reluctantly let you come with us to find food. I was utterly speechless. They were disheveled all over, had been walking for half a day, and still had nothing in their hands. Where did they get the courage to offer me imaginary help? No need, I can find it myself, I said. Hearing this, Chloe Harper smiled coldly, imperceptibly. We had good intentions to let you come along. If you dislike our status as unworthy of you, then forget it. But if you don't find any food, you can still come find us then. With that, Chloe Harper and Ethan's sister left. I must say, Chloe Harper was very good at stirring up resentment. I'm sure the fans watching the live broadcast were already arguing furiously. I glanced in the direction they were going. They actually went into a broadleaf forest. There's everything in there but no food. How foolish. I was too lazy to say more, and turned around to continue looking for food. Based on the knowledge I learned as a child following my uncle, I found a banana tree. As I was wondering how to pick them, I saw Chloe Harper and Ethan's sister running towards me. Unsurprisingly, they must have encountered wild animals. I immediately clutched my stomach and burst out laughing. I usually don't laugh, unless I can't help it. What's so funny? As if you've already found food, Chloe Harper said, holding a high heel that had fallen off. I suppressed my smile and nodded, pointing at the banana tree high up. As expected, the 2 of them widened their eyes in unison. It's so high, forget it. Ethan's sister said. Chloe Harper rolled her eyes and then smiled, saying, "How can we give up? If she could find it, she must have a way to pick it." Ethan's sister frowned, probably still not understanding what Chloe Harper meant. Seeing that she hadn't grasped Chloe Harper's meaning for a long time, I really wanted to tell her. Does she want to see me mock her stupidity? Oh well, it's better not to say it. Let her follow Chloe Harper and suffer the consequences to learn who's good and who's bad. You're right, I have a way to pick those bananas from the tall tree. I curled my lips and looked at the banana tree. How boring. What's so difficult about this small task? Chloe Harper saw my reply, and the cold smile on her face was hard to hide. If you're so amazing, I truly want to see how you pick bananas from a 7 or 8 meter tall tree. Today, I want to learn something new, Chloe Harper added. Ethan's sister reached out and pulled Chloe Harper's arm. How can you pick something that high up? Chloe Harper let go. That's right, we all think it's impossible, but someone insists she can pick it. Not far away was the production team's camera. Everything that happened was broadcast live, and the entire internet already knew what I had just said. If I couldn't show everyone, I would be a braggart. Chloe Harper was standing there waiting to mock me, but was I someone who could be easily mocked? I glanced at the banana tree, thicker than an adult, 7 or 8 meters high. Today, my image as a gentle, knowledgeable lady was about to be shattered. I couldn't blame myself. I should blame my agent for not thoroughly researching before choosing this variety show for me. I walked towards the 7-8 meter tall banana tree. Chloe Harper looked at me mockingly. Sorry to my fans, my image as a gentle, knowledgeable young lady is fake. In reality, I'm tough, rough, and wild. I sighed, then like a monkey, I lightly climbed the 7-8 meter tall banana tree in front of thousands of fans in the live broadcast room, used my small knife to cut down a bunch of bananas, then flipped backward and jumped down. The entire process was done without a single wasted movement. Chloe Harper and Ethan's sister stared with wide eyes, their faces filled with disbelief. The fans in the live broadcast room were also stunned. Oh my God, what did I just see? Did I see wrong? My wife just flew. Ara, I love my wife. Does she come with flight effects? Did you notice that ugly old hag Chloe Harper? She was just mocking our wife. Everyone, don't get heated. Chloe Harper didn't say anything. Madeline Baker herself said she could pick it. That banana tree is so high. It's normal to think she couldn't pick it. The person upstairs, are you a paid shill for Chloe Harper? Does your family sell washing machines? You're trying to whitewash this. Who is this Chloe Harper? Lately, she's all over Weibo, even saying she's on the same development path as sister Madeline Baker. Is her team blind? Chloe Harper can't even compare to one of my sister's toes. Exactly. Just now, she said those manipulative things. My brother didn't go with sister Madeline Baker because sister Madeline Baker is capable, but it was twisted into him being a bad teammate. I'm really furious. Don't think you can bully my brother just because he doesn't have many fans. Although Felix Lane hadn't acted in many films, he still had a few loyal fans. They hadn't dared to speak up earlier, but now they started cursing. I picked the bananas, and Chloe Harper's face turned pale, then green. She probably hadn't expected my skills to be so good. Ethan's sister quickly ran over. Sister-in-law, you can't possibly eat all those bananas. I quickly cut her off. Whether I can eat them all or not is my business. My things never need anyone else to figure out for me, I said, looking at Chloe Harper. Chloe Harper suppressed the embarrassment on her face and smiled, saying, Everyone is here to participate in a variety show. You also know that although it's called a travel program, it's actually wilderness survival. We should help each other. Sorry, I don't possess such fine virtues. I revealed an elegant, yet not impolite smile, then carried the entire bunch of bananas and left. Such fine virtues, indeed. I thought the matter was over, but Chloe Harper pulled Ethan's sister and followed behind me. When we reached a spot without cameras, Chloe Harper blocked my path. It turned out she was planning to snatch my bananas. Ethan's sister, why are you spaced out? Hurry up and take the bananas. Chloe Harper called out to Ethan's sister. Ethan's sister hesitated. Didn't we just say we would talk to my sister-in-law about sharing some bananas with us? How did it turn into directly stealing them? Chloe Harper looked at my sister-in-law, hating her for being so useless. Saying you're stupid is no lie. How could she possibly share with us? She's so capable, she'll definitely find other food later. If we don't get these bananas, we'll have to starve tonight, Chloe Harper said. Seeing Ethan's sister slow to act, Chloe Harper started to make a move herself. I definitely wouldn't give her my things, so I hoisted them up and ran off. Chloe Harper found an opportunity to lunge at me, pushing me towards a large rock ahead. If something happened, I might survive but would be disfigured. A wicked smile appeared on Chloe Harper's face. Just then, a large hand caught me. It was Ethan Cross. Ethan Cross checked my body thoroughly, and only after confirming I wasn't hurt did he breathe a sigh of relief. Ethan's sister hadn't expected Chloe Harper to push me. She stood there, stunned, not daring to move. The sudden turn of events momentarily startled Chloe Harper. Brother Ethan, it's not what you think. I just wanted to pull her back, Chloe Harper quickly said. Ethan Cross stepped forward and pushed her to the ground, where she fell into a puddle of mud. I only believe what I see, Ethan Cross said angrily. Chloe Harper ate a mouthful of mud and immediately burst into tears. Ethan Cross, you're a man. How can you bully a helpless girl like me? Ethan Cross sneered. My apologies, I lack such qualities. I couldn't hold back and burst out laughing. After teaching Chloe Harper a lesson, Ethan Cross glanced at Ethan's sister. Ethan's sister's legs turned to jelly, and she immediately knelt down. Brother, I never thought of stealing things before, nor did I think of hurting my sister-in-law. Ethan Cross glared at her, took a banana, bit into it twice, and ate it all in front of her. He hoisted the rest of the bananas with one hand and took my hand with the other, leading me away. Leaving Ethan's sister, not knowing what to do. Aren't you filming? I asked him. Ethan Cross smiled. Filming wrapped up today. I was astonished. He just wrapped up filming and immediately came to participate in a variety show. Didn't he need to rest? Wifey, don't be angry. I've just been away from you for too long, so I'm using work as an excuse for personal business. Ethan Cross pleaded profusely. I was both angry and amused. I was angry that he wasn't taking good care of himself and resting. We returned to the camping site. Felix Lane was very honest and had set up all 3 of our tents. Ethan Cross shared the bananas with him and conveniently patted Felix Lane's shoulder. Next time, it would be better to set up 2 tents, he said. Felix Lane understood in a flash and nodded frantically. I was utterly flustered, my face burning red. This is a live broadcast variety show. Can you be a little more reserved? The next day, we packed our belongings and began our tasks. This kid, Felix Lane, was truly honest. To create a world for just Ethan Cross and me, he proactively separated from us to look for a freshwater source. The problem was, how did he know where to find freshwater? There was none here, and he was nowhere to be found. Ethan Cross and I searched everywhere. Finally, we found him in a large pit. Ethan Cross and I used all our strength to pull him up. After a short rest, we prepared to set off. Enemies meet on a narrow road. We saw Chloe Harper's group. Chloe Harper acted as if nothing had happened and walked over to us. Brother Ethan, Sister Madeline Baker, I apologize for yesterday's incident. If you feel I was wrong, then I was wrong. I'm truly sorry. I, Ethan Cross, and Felix Lane simultaneously widened our eyes and stared at her. I don't accept it, I said. Chloe Harper, I apologize. That's right, I don't accept it, I chuckled. Who says apologizing necessarily means forgiveness? Tears welled up in Chloe Harper's eyes. Sister Madeline Baker, I know my relationship with Brother Ethan used to be very good, so you don't like me, and you're even full of hostility towards me. But I've realized my mistake. Why won't you forgive me? Chloe Harper said, backing away. I crossed my arms and looked at her. I advise you not to say such provoking words again. Also, stop moving back, otherwise, you'll pay a heavy price for your current actions, I said. Chloe Harper frowned. I don't understand what you're saying. Do you mean to push me to my death? I was speechless, watching her continuously retreat. I turned my back. Oh, well, I've done good deeds my whole life. It's just that the other party didn't listen. Thump. Chloe Harper fell into the same pit Felix Lane had fallen into earlier. Why didn't you tell me there was a pit here? Save me, save me. Chloe Harper's voice echoed from the bottom of the pit. Ethan Cross, and I walked to the edge of the pit and looked at her, speechless. Ethan's sister and her male celebrity partner, Selena Adams, started to get agitated. Suddenly, Selena Adams looked at the rope in Ethan Cross's hand. Brother Ethan, is it possible? Selena Adams asked. Ethan Cross simply took a small knife from his backpack and quickly cut the rope into pieces. Of course it is. I'll just leave it over there, Ethan Cross said, pointing to a bush with a smile. Selena Adams's face was full of black lines. Brother Ethan, how can you be so excessive? We're all here to participate in the same variety show. Even if you have a prejudice against Chloe Harper, you can't have prejudice against family, Selena Adams said. Ethan Cross threw the rope onto the ground, rubbed his waist with both hands, and chuckled. I found that rope myself. If I don't give it, I don't give it. It's my right. Is there a problem? Ethan Cross, you're an award-winning actor. Treating a young girl like this, don't you think this behavior is completely unmanly? Ethan Cross put on his backpack and pulled my hand, walking away. I'm truly sorry. I don't possess such qualities. Selena Adams looked at me. Sister Madeline Baker. I waved my hand. I don't have such virtues. Selena Adams. Felix Lane, do you want to be in a team with people like this? Felix Lane walked closer to Ethan Cross and me. My apologies. I not only lack qualities but also lack virtues. Selena Adams. Ethan Cross, and I led Felix Lane away. Selena Adams kept yelling behind us, saying we were too much. How foolish. If he knew what Chloe Harper had done, he would realize that the way we treated her was merely a grain of sand in the desert. Felix Lane was extremely well-behaved, following behind Ethan Cross and me without uttering a single sound. Felix Lane, aren't you afraid that Madeline Baker and Ethan Cross might lead you astray? I suddenly asked. Felix Lane smiled and said, The problem is Chloe Harper herself. What does it have to do with you two? I believe the netizens' eyes are very sharp. Ethan Cross and I burst out laughing. Indeed, currently, my Weibo, Ethan Cross's and Chloe Harper's were all very lively. Chloe Harper had known in advance that Ethan Cross would participate in this variety show, so she had prepared articles in advance, collaborating with paid shills. She planned to release the articles, accompanied by photos of her and Ethan Cross together, after she and Ethan Cross met. The article accused me of being a third party and claimed she was the real Mrs. Cross. It also detailed her memories with Ethan Cross. However, the article was released at the wrong time, right when the segment of Ethan Cross and me aired. My words, I have no virtues, and Ethan Cross's, I lack qualities, immediately trended, pushing Chloe Harper's article off the hot search. Weren't they supposed to be a couple on the verge of divorce? How are they so perfectly matched today? Is that Selena Adams sick? Chloe Harper fell down herself, and Madeline Baker already reminded her. She didn't believe it herself, yet she insists on making it seem like Madeline Baker bullied her. Speechless. Exactly. I don't think what Ethan Cross and Madeline Baker did today was problematic. So what if family doesn't help? Is that illegal? Has anyone seen that article? Someone is spreading rumors that Madeline Baker interfered with Chloe Harper and Ethan Cross's relationship. Childhood sweethearts in high school. The sweetheart left, true love appeared. Is that interfering in a relationship? I think Chloe Harper herself posted that article. She'll stop at nothing for fame. Hey, Doesn't anyone else think the combination of Ethan Cross, Madeline Baker, and Felix Lane is very much like a mom, dad, and son? Felix Lane is really well behaved, and he's very handsome. Heaven helps those who help themselves. Finally, someone discovered the beauty of my brother. All right, I declare that from now on, Ethan Cross, Madeline Baker, and Felix Lane are a family. Fans are also family. I'm going to quickly follow your brother. Me too. Felix Lane's popularity was even higher than that article's. There was no fresh water on the island, but that didn't mean there was no way to create it. We opened our backpacks, and sure enough, there were empty bottles and plastic wrap inside. I believed the production team wanted us to truly survive in the wilderness. Having solved the drinking water problem, the few of us continued to wander around. In the evening, we found a comfortable spot. Pitching the tent was still left to Felix Lane. This kid was very meticulous. Ethan Cross used the excuse of finding more food to drag me out on a date. Wifey, if that crazy woman Chloe Harper still bothers you, you don't have to be polite to her. Don't back down if you can strike, Ethan Cross told me. I was half amused, half exasperated. Had I been too polite to her before? I'm just afraid that after this variety show ends, we'll only be able to go back and inherit the family business, I said. Heaven knows how the online audience would judge us. Ethan Cross chuckled. That's good too. Then I'll go to work and you'll stay home. When I get home from work, I'll see you waiting for me in bed. I glared at him. It did sound quite beautiful. On the third day, we finally reached the last day in this godforsaken place. After we packed up our things, we saw Chloe Harper's group not far away. Since we're all going in the same direction, why don't we go together? Selena Adams said. I was speechless. Yesterday he said we were too much, and today he wants to go with us. We wouldn't believe they had no ulterior motives. No need, Ethan Cross refused cleanly and decisively. Selena Adams frowned. Yesterday you were so unreasonable. If Chloe Harper hadn't said she accepted forgiving you, I wouldn't have brought her to find you. She's given you an olive branch. You should know better than to push back. I'm also giving you an olive branch. Disappear from my sight quickly before I get angry. Ethan Cross clenched his fist. Chloe Harper quickly ran between the two men. She wore a pure white dress and had deliberately let her hair down. I really wanted to ask her if she wasn't hot in such sunny weather. Brother Selena Adams, brother Ethan, you two shouldn't argue because of me. Chloe Harper's green tea scent wafted out as soon as she opened her mouth. Ethan Cross immediately felt unwell. Moreover, the island weather was very hot, and he was slightly sunstruck. He felt nauseous and couldn't help but vomit. Chloe Harper's face turned extremely ugly. She was about to say something, but Selena Adams directly pulled her away. Chloe Harper, don't you see it yet? Some people think they're so important, they look down on everyone else. They talk as if we like to flatter them. After leaving this variety show, who's going to look at whose face? Selena Adams's aggressive voice faded into the distance. Ethan Cross took out the coconut he found last night and rinsed his mouth. Is he all right? I'm just a little sunstruck, Ethan Cross said. I asked Felix Lane to support him a bit, and we continued with today's task. The live broadcast viewers looked stunned. What's Selena Adams so anxious about? Why do I keep feeling like he's impatiently trying to show others that his relationship with Ethan Cross is bad? Is he playing such a big game? Chloe Harper's words just now completely froze me. She thinks she's so beautiful. What's this about Selena Adams and Ethan Cross arguing because of her? Everything is Chloe Harper's fault. My kid must have been led astray by this green tea Chloe Harper. If you want to curse, curse Chloe Harper. Are Selena Adams's fans sick? What did my sister do wrong? Selena Adams hasn't even said anything. What are you so anxious about? The person upstairs, are you Chloe Harper's fan? I'll tear apart anyone who comes. Stop, if you want to fight, go to Weibo. Don't affect us shipping. This family of 3 is too delicious. Today we had one last mission. It wasn't anything special, just finding a red plum tree. We went directly to the direction where the plum tree was likely to grow and quickly found it. The final mission is complete, and the island trip has ended successfully. I wonder how the other guests' missions went, Felix Lane said with a smile, eating a plum. We've completed ours, so they probably have too. Let's rest a bit, then go look for them. If their mission isn't finished, we can still help, I said. Ethan Cross nodded. We were chatting when we suddenly heard someone's voice. Ethan Cross suddenly stood up. It's Ethan's sister's voice. I also quickly stood up. Let's go see what happened. Ethan Cross handed the camera to me. We haven't taken a picture of the plum tree yet. I'll go first. You two take the picture and then come find me. Ethan Cross ran off. I looked at Felix Lane. Felix Lane very consciously took the camera. Is that Ethan's sister, brother Ethan's sister? If Sister Madeline Baker is worried, hurry and catch up. I'll take care of the photos, Felix Lane said, patting his chest. Such a well-behaved younger brother truly made one fond of him. I quickly ran in the direction Ethan Cross had gone. It was a pity I couldn't catch up to Ethan Cross. But I did bump into two people, Selena Adams and Ethan's sister. Ethan's sister, where's your brother? I asked directly. The two looked at each other, bewildered. I haven't seen my brother, Ethan's sister said. My right eye twitched uncontrollably. Just now, he heard your cry and ran to look for you, I said, taking a deep breath. Ethan's sister bit her lip. Selena Adams shook his head. She's been with me the whole time. We didn't see Ethan Cross, nor could there have been any cry like you said. I looked behind them. Chloe Harper wasn't there. At this moment, Ethan's sister spoke. Sister Chloe knows how to fake voices. Ethan's sister, what do you mean? Are you suspecting Chloe Harper tricked Ethan Cross away? Selena Adams was incredulous. As she said, no need to suspect, it's definitely her, I said. I quickly ran to look for him. Ethan's sister also followed. Selena Adams had no choice but to follow along to search. Look, this is the state one should be in when participating in a variety show together. Not like you all, seeing others in trouble and just ignoring them, Selena Adams grumbled in my ear. I glared fiercely at him. You also know I lack qualities. If you provoke me, I'll slap you in front of millions of viewers. It won't be a pretty sight at all, I said. I hadn't seen Ethan Cross, and my heart was anxious and flustered. He was still grumbling in my ear. Wasn't he asking for trouble? Selena Adams covered his mouth, but a moment later, he loosened it. Even though you dislike me for talking too much, I need to tell you that there will be no cameras further ahead. Hearing him say that, I walked even faster. No cameras. Wouldn't that suit Chloe Harper even more? I was certain Ethan Cross was over there. Seeing me determinedly head in that direction, Selena Adams wanted to object, but could only reluctantly follow. Sister-in-law, I'm truly sorry. Actually, these past few days, I've been thinking about whether standing with Chloe Harper was right or wrong. I feel like I might have really been wrong, Ethan's sister suddenly spoke. I didn't reply to her. In the past, I had indeed been too strict with her. Because she was underage then, as an older sister, I should lead her down the right path. But now she was an adult with her own thoughts. She had to learn from her own actions. Whether right or wrong, she had to accept it. I didn't think too much until I saw Ethan Cross with his head covered in blood on a rock. Only then did I understand what Ethan's sister's apology meant. Chloe Harper said that amnesia can be restored through external disturbances. She read novels where amnesiacs just need to hit their head to recover their memories. Before Ethan's sister could finish, I raised my hand and slapped her. That slap she deserved. I quickly ran to Ethan Cross's side. He was holding his head. Wifey, she hit me, Ethan Cross said weakly, looking at me. I carefully rested his head on my shoulder. Only, neither of us saw any trace of Chloe Harper. Selena Adams quickly searched everywhere but couldn't find her. Where's Chloe Harper? I asked Ethan Cross. Ethan Cross held his head, trembling, seemingly struggling with something. I thought it was possible he was truly agitated to the point of recovering that memory. Over there, Ethan Cross suddenly reached out and pointed to 2 bushes. Selena Adams quickly ran over to check. Chloe Harper was lying in the bushes. When Selena Adams helped her up, I saw Chloe Harper's bruised face clearly. I guessed Chloe Harper's appearance must have something to do with Ethan Cross. Seeing her, Ethan Cross tightly hugged me as if truly frightened, refusing to let go even for a moment. Felix Lane also ran over, and behind him, several other guests followed. Seeing this scene, everyone consciously looked away. After all, in this chaotic industry, the less you know, the better. I told Felix Lane to quickly contact the production team to send people through the cameras. Ethan Cross's head was broken and bleeding a lot. The wound needed immediate attention. It would be best to go to the hospital for a thorough checkup. As for Chloe Harper, if I wasn't afraid her death would implicate Ethan Cross, I truly wouldn't bother with her. After Ethan Cross was examined, the doctor said the injury was a bit severe, but it was all superficial. There were no internal problems, and he would recover after some rest. He needed to stay in the hospital for observation for 2 days. From the moment Ethan Cross was injured, he was very clingy to me. He wanted to hug me when he slept, and he wanted me to feed him when he ate. He was either sulking or whining. As for Chloe Harper, he never mentioned her. Finally, the day came for him to be discharged. I had just finished the procedures and returned to see Chloe Harper in Ethan Cross's hospital room. Ethan Cross was strangling Chloe Harper. No matter how much she struggled, Ethan Cross wouldn't let go. Seeing Chloe Harper's eyes start to roll back, I quickly stepped forward and pulled Ethan Cross away. Seeing me, Ethan Cross quickly retracted his fangs, like a well-behaved puppy clinging to me. Chloe Harper coughed hard for a long time, having survived the ordeal, and leaned against the wall, her face streaming with tears. "He's not my brother Ethan. My brother Ethan would never treat me like this. He's a madman, a devil. He has a mental illness." Chloe Harper cursed Ethan Cross. Ethan Cross wanted to lunge again. I quickly pulled him back onto the hospital bed. I walked back to Chloe Harper, gave her a cold glance, and slapped her harmlessly sweet face. "Didn't you say you wanted him to remember you? Are you satisfied with the results now? It took me a lot of time to pull him back from hell, and you come back and turn him into this. What, do you think you have the halo of a white moonlight? To be held in the heart, seen but out of reach, that's a white moonlight. But you're a transformed green tea spirit, even I'm startled." I couldn't help but get angry and slapped her again. Chloe Harper's mouth was tightly pressed, ready to cry, when a glass flew towards her, landing perfectly at her feet, making her entire body tremble. "Get out!" Ethan Cross glared at her with a dark face. Chloe Harper stopped crying and immediately ran away. I turned my head to look at Ethan Cross. Ethan Cross jumped off the hospital bed and grabbed my hand. The back of his left hand had a small cut from a shard of glass. "I'm sorry," Ethan Cross kissed it. I sighed and helped him back to bed. I stood up to get him a warm glass of water. He suddenly pulled my hand. "Don't go." I could only sit back down. "Are you angry? Will you abandon me? Please don't abandon me, okay?" Ethan Cross said cautiously. I pouted. "Don't cause trouble." "Sister." I reached out and pinched his waist. "I know you're fine. If you keep pretending, I'll hit you." Ethan Cross huffed lightly and sat upright. "It's not that I was fine from the start. My memories have been chaotic these past few days, causing me great pain. I only started feeling better these last 2 days. Chloe Harper came to find me just now. I was afraid she'd find out I'd recovered my memories and was mentally normal, and then stubbornly pester me again, so I deliberately acted that way." I reached out and ruffled his fringe, saying, So I wasn't being mean to you from the start either." Ethan Cross said he couldn't, turning his head away like a sulking puppy. "Time to be discharged." I reached out and pulled him. He stubbornly refused to get out of bed. I could only use all my strength, but he suddenly grabbed me with force, pulling me into his embrace. Ethan Cross gently rubbed his short beard against my neck. Baby Tilda, recovering my memories isn't a big deal. I seem to love you even more, Ethan Cross said. I chuckled. Of course, that memory wasn't detrimental to our relationship at all. The decision to undergo hypnosis back then was simply to stabilize my emotions, not for any particular reason. Ethan Cross was discharged from the hospital. Felix Lane and Selena Adams visited him together. None of us expected that this variety show, unexpectedly, would significantly increase the number of fans for Ethan Cross and my ship, no longer the legendary couple on the verge of divorce. Felix Lane also became popular, known as Ethan Cross's and my son. For Felix Lane's surge in popularity, we have to mention the film we worked on together. As I had predicted, his superb acting skills were unanimously praised by viewers. He is very popular now. Felix Lane's name is all over the internet, and whatever he posts becomes a trending topic. There was no other way. The traffic found him. Currently, Felix Lane is very busy. After visiting Ethan Cross, he left. But Selena Adams stayed, and I don't know why he hadn't left yet. He didn't say anything, and I didn't ask. He just sat there for the entire afternoon. Sister Madeline Baker, why haven't I seen Ethan's sister? Selena Adams finally couldn't hold back and asked. I thought he would continue to hold back. She felt she was too foolish and couldn't face her family, so she hasn't come back yet, I replied. Selena Adams was suddenly startled. She's a girl, how can she stay outside alone? Besides, what's foolish about her? She's just a bit naive. Chloe Harper's level is so high. Even I was played like a fiddle by her without realizing it, let alone her, who's just a young girl new to society. Selena Adams quickly explained on behalf of Ethan's sister. I curled my lips. You haven't even won her over yet, and you're already covering for her. You were so supportive of Chloe Harper before, I thought you had feelings for her. Don't talk nonsense. Selena Adams quickly stood up. I don't like Chloe Harper, and I don't like Ethan's sister. It's just that I find Ethan's sister truly adorable and innocent. I have something to do. I'm leaving. Selena Adams said and ran out. I revealed a smile, like an auntie who knew everything. Chloe Harper called. She wanted to go abroad, and she wanted to meet Ethan Cross before leaving to apologize to him. Ethan Cross directly took out his phone SIM card and threw it into the trash can. I'll buy a new SIM card. From now on, I'll only contact you, Ethan Cross told me. I was half amused, half exasperated. Did he have to be so decisive? Ethan's sister returned, brought back by Selena Adams. Pushing open the door, she saw Ethan Cross and immediately knelt down. Selena Adams was extremely embarrassed. He pulled Ethan's sister, telling her to quickly stand up. Why are you kneeling? You were just deceived by Chloe Harper. You didn't directly hurt your brother, so you don't need to kneel, right? Ethan's sister threw his hand away. Do you think I want to kneel? It's because my legs are weak. Selena Adams was helpless and could only eventually pull Ethan's sister in front of Ethan Cross. Brother, I'm truly sorry. It's because I was foolish and couldn't distinguish right from wrong. I always saw the bad person as good, causing you harm. Ethan's sister began to admit her mistake. Ethan Cross moved his lips and looked at me. Ethan's sister also quickly turned her body towards me. Sister-in-law, I was wrong. I apologize for always being against you before. Brother Selena Adams enlightened me. I shouldn't be rebellious. You were strict with me because you wanted what was best for me. It's just that I never understood your painstaking efforts. Seeing her sincerely admit her mistake, I sighed and reached out to help her up. I don't mind those things, and you don't need to dwell on them. After going through these things, your brother and I both hope you can mature more, I said. Oh, right. Regarding your desire to enter the entertainment industry, your brother and I have discussed it and respect your decision. Ethan's sister happily jumped up, her legs no longer weak. Selena Adams was happy too. I walked over to him, smiling. You have a lot of resources, take her along. Selena Adams patted his chest. Since a senior has spoken, I will naturally take good care of Sister Ethan's sister. I glared at him, getting an advantage and showing off about it. Extra, male protagonist's POV. The first time I saw her was at a bar. That day, my mood was irritable as usual, and I opened a bottle of red wine and started drinking. The mesmerizing lights cast her shadow as she walked towards me. She was too beautiful. I couldn't find any words to describe her. For a moment, I stared blankly. She asked if I was willing to go with her. I thought what I had just drunk must not have been wine, but a magical elixir. Otherwise, I wouldn't have thought nothing and just followed her home. She pressed me against the wall, her red lips burning hot, but she didn't take the next step. I felt she must be playing me. She didn't know that 2 years ago, I was left by the childhood friend I grew up with. I wouldn't give my heart away again. But she always whispered in my ear that she would never leave me. I didn't believe her. However, no matter how many times I went to the bar, she would be waiting for me at the door of her house just as many times. I always unconsciously thought of her face, her voice, every expression of hers. I thought I was in trouble. She was always very busy, nowhere to be seen. I knew she cared about her career. But that day, a man brought her back, and she kept a continuous smile on her face. I truly only wanted her to smile at me, and only me. So I went and kissed her, hoping she would only treat me well and love me forever. She just smiled and whispered, "Okay," into my ear, not taking it seriously at all. She was very mischievous, but I was utterly captivated by her. That day, I swore I would make her love me and be unable to leave me. I was absent from her birthday. For no other reason than I had bipolar disorder. I didn't dare tell her. My relapse coincidentally fell on her birthday. I took my medication, but it was useless. I really wanted to cure this illness, but the more anxious I was, the more things didn't go as I wished. My episodes became more frequent. I didn't dare see her. I was afraid I would hurt her. When she came to find me, I had just smashed everything in the room and was holding a knife, preparing to cut my wrist. "Ethan Cross, I'm here." She stood at the door, backlit, with a beautiful smile. I didn't know how to describe her. My mind relaxed. No matter what, I had to grasp her. I dropped the small knife and lunged to hug her. Smelling her scent immediately put me at ease and relaxed me. Only then did I realize she was my cure. As long as she was there, even if I was having an episode, I would instantly turn into a well-behaved dog. But I was still afraid that if I suddenly relapsed, I would hurt myself or hurt her. Nothing must happen to me, and nothing must happen to her. We still had 10, 20, 50 years. We wanted to be together from when our hair was black until it turned white. She would be an old lady, and I would be an old man. So I decided to undergo hypnosis. She said nothing, respecting all my choices. As I walked into the treatment room, she kissed my forehead. "Ethan Cross, after all this is over, let's enter the entertainment industry together." I nodded. I liked places where I could be closer to her. I don't know how long passed. The treatment ended and I walked out of the room. The world hadn't changed, yet it felt as if everything had changed. I instinctively searched for that figure. Seeing her made my heart flutter. "Ethan Cross." A pleasant sound came from behind. I turned my head and saw her standing backlit, waving at me. I quickly ran towards her, took her hand, and our fingers intertwined. I was very lucky that in that noisy, tumultuous night, under the enchanting, splendid lights, the 19-year-old boy had reached out and caught his goddess.